Hello everyone, it's Helen here and thank you for joining me for day 5 and the final day of Christmas in July 2018. So I've had loads of fun doing all the other tutorials, so they're on my playlist, so you can go and catch up with those if you haven't caught up with them. So today we are going to be making these Christmas crackers. If you have no idea what these are a very British thing and we have them during our Christmas lunch. So each person will get a cracker, so it will be set out near the place setting, so it will be a full spread, a roast, everything, candles, all ready for Christmas. So we'd all get one of these, and then you would choose a partner to break your cracker with. So you would literally pull them apart, and inside we have, I've made sure these ones have them, and I'll show you how to do them. They have a snap just in there, so when you pull them apart they will go bang. So usually you choose your partner with your cracker and you'd pull it apart. So some people would do it differently, so there are a few rules here. So normally you would keep the prizes, whoever cracker it belongs to, but in some cases it's whoever gets the larger end gets the prizes. So, but usually everything's all sorted out and there's usually no trouble or fighting. So these are the snaps that go inside. I'm going to pull this apart. So it may make a large noise, so you may have to turn your volume down, but I'm going to show you exactly what they do. So this will be inside the cracker, and you'll pull your cracker and snap. It makes a big noise. So let's pop those aside. So let's put these aside as well, because I have a surprise. We're having a little party today. I have a real shop bought one. It's got goodies inside, and it has, know they'll be able to see it. Maybe the other side might be easier to see. It has, goodness me, it's dark. There, you can just about see it. It has one of those snaps in. Right, so there are a few other rules as well. Just things to bear in mind. No fighting over the inside. So usually the rule is you own it. Bits are yours inside. Also, if there's candles around, don't reach across the table with the candle out, because you'll set fire to your cracker. That's a hazard. So all these things you've got to think about. And also, when you pull them apart, everything sometimes falls out of here and goes into all the food, so just be careful. So that's a few other things you've got to bear in mind. Right, so let's pull this apart. So another thing is you've got to do is have your thumb on the snap, just like so. Right, so happy Christmas in July, everyone. Oh, and here's my gift. What is that? Oh, these are excellent. I've got post-it notes. What else did I get? I got myself a joke. Whoop. What do you get if you cross a skeleton with a detective? Sherlock Bones. Move those aside. What else did I get? Got a yellow hat. Lovely. I'm going to wear that. And then that was all. Normally you get a joke, a really rubbish joke, a little gift, a little toy, and a hat. So I have a few other things that I've had in my drawer for years, so these are other things you can get in your cracker. So here's a tiny stapler, a little bag of marbles. Depending on how much you pay for your cracker, the gifts get really good, or they're just made of cheap plastic. And this one is a little metal puzzle. So I think my husband got that one. And here we are, these are last year's jokes. What kind of lighting did Noah use for the ark? Floodlights. And then we have some charades, so we've got some parlour games in there as well. So you can make your own jokes up. So here's a good one. What do you call a man with a rubber toe? Roberto. Oh, I love that one. That's one of my favourites. Right, so let's get on with showing you how to make these crackers. So move everything aside. So the collection I've used today is from Nitwit collections, and it's called Joyeux Noel, and it's from one of their collections last December. So I haven't shown this on my channel at all, and these are really easy to make. So I have here a piece of paper that I've printed off, and I've cut it down to 10 by 6.5. Leave that aside. I want to talk about these snaps again. So I've ordered mine from eBay, and I know a lot of sellers sell internationally, and you can also get them with other things as well. So you can buy hats that go with them, and some of them sell little toys as well that go in them. But if you don't have any of that, you can just add sweets, and you can print out your own jokes as well, handwrite them out, make them really special. So let's move those aside. We'll be needing one of those for later. I'm just grabbing my scoreboard here. Okay, so this is the We Are Memory Keepers trim and score. So we're going to put this in portrait first, and we're going to score at 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches and 6 inches. So basically it's every inch. Then we're going to turn it on the side. We are going to score at 1.5, 2 and 2.5. Turn it over. 1.5, 2 and 2.5. Okay, so we'll put this away. Right, so about this paper, it's a digital collection from Nitwit Collection, so you download the paper. So this is an absolute perfect last minute thing if you if the shops run out of crackers, or you just want to try something and you don't have the right papers. Just go over to Nitwit Collections. They have plenty of other Christmas collections as well, so their collections are absolutely perfect for making these crackers, because you get all the digital elements in the kit as well, so you can choose what toppers to have. So it's absolutely perfect. So you can print them off any size and as many times as you like. So I'm just burnishing all of these down. You'll be glad to hear it's a lovely cool day today. It actually feels like autumn, so it's actually a couple of days after I filmed my last video, which was absolutely hot. It was really hot. I think that was day 3. I didn't film any of these videos in order. So the last film I did was day 3, and yeah, it was super hot. Even at 11 o'clock at night it was like 29 degrees in the bedroom. But yeah, today it feels like autumn. We have wind and rain. I've even got my Christmas socks on. So I'm just folding all of these, burnishing down all of these score lines. And this centre one here that was at 2 inches, we're going to fold it in a separate way. There we go. This is going to give us our basic cracker shape. I think I folded that a little off. No, it's okay. There we go. Right. Right, so now we have our basic cracker shape. We're going to need the holes now for when we roll it round. It's going to need those. So I'm going to use the trusty old envelope punch board. I don't think I ever use this for making envelopes. I use it more for other projects. Don't know if you guys are the same. Right, so we'll start this end. So with this centre line here, we want that in the middle there. So this end here goes at 2 inches. So punch, fold. Exactly the same measurement, 2 inches, punch. Again, 2 inches punch. Don't forget just to empty off the off-cut thingy bits. Right, so I'm already starting to think about, there we go, not the tripod again. I'm also trying to think about my main Christmas series. So if there's anything that you would like to see me make, please let me know, because it's going to be the 12 days of Christmas. That will be starting in November. Okay, so this is the end strip now where we stick them together. So you do need to add an extra one here. It's going to be very thin. There we go, so we have a very tiny bit there. Right, so I'm going to turn that over, and we're going to do it again. 2 inches. So about the 12 days of Christmas, so I have 12 days to do. I need to empty that, it's getting full. So yeah, if you want me to do anything, just let me know down in the comments below, and I will try and fit those in. So those won't be the only Christmas projects I'll be doing, so there will still be plenty of other Christmas videos to come. So especially now all the Christmas collections are mostly out now as well, which was extra handy now for Christmas in July, so everything was ready for me to buy. The last one, this is the tiny strip again. Right, so you have a couple of choices here. You can add everything in together, just like so. So I'm going to put this in first, and then I'm going to roll it round. You can always put some of your toys in as well, but I find that a little fiddly. So I'm just going to trim this off because it's rather long. Don't do a Mr. Bean. If you've seen the episode, he pulled all of these out of the other crackers, put it into one big one like this, and then wrapped it up, and then his girlfriend walked out on him, and he pulled the cracker himself, and yeah, there was a big boom. Oh no, I've mixed it up. Where is it? There we go. Right, so I'm going to use some red line tape. Find the end. Love Merry Christmas, Mr. Bean. It's one of my favourite things to watch at Christmas. I like the bit where he puts the bit of cheese in a stocking, puts it outside the mouse hole, and then says, "Meow." Okay, I'm just going to press those down. You can use glue for this as well. I'm just doing this to be quick so it dries quickly. So I'm just going to pop that in there. And then that one, it's going to bend a little bit as we fold this up just like so. So we're going to add some glue now. I'm going to use Collall. You can carry on with the red tape as well. So I'm going to add this just along here. A little bit in this tiny section there. Right, so there is an easy way. Other than trying to join it together like so, you can press this down like that, and then press that down just like so. There we go. Okay, that's coming together nicely. And with the Christmas crackers, we tie knots because we're not going to be untying them and being all gentle with them. So if you actually told anyone, any of your guests, to not break the crackers, you'd get funny looks basically. The crackers are made to be destroyed and pulled apart, so don't be too upset if you spend absolutely ages on them. If you want to spend some time making them really nice, you could probably just make some ornamental ones. So I'm just cutting 2 lengths of this parcel gift tape thing. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to tie one side and then fill it up on the other. So I've got my join somewhere at the back. Yep, at the back. So I want my knots to be at the front. Go. Right, so now we need to make those curly, so just take your scissors with them closed and then place it behind there, put your thumb on the top. I'm sure you've seen this before and do it before, and then pull, and that makes them curly. There we go. Right, so let's get some of our treats in. So I'm going to put some fudge in, some more fudge. And I'm going to be nice, and I'm going to give maybe some marbles. And then I have some hats here, so let's go with the pink one. quite heavy now. Let's fold that in, and which joke shall we put in? Yep, you can always go around and start collecting them off the table. People look at me funny for doing that, but hey, I wouldn't have all this stuff if I didn't. So let's have, how about, how did the Vikings send secret messages? By Norse code. There we go. Let's pop that in as well. And then tie it up on the other side. So yeah, I do go around every Christmas just collecting things, and I do actually find that I quite like the colours and the patterns you get on the different crackers. So sometimes I put that in my scrapbook album. I'll take one of these and I'll flatten it down and I'll stick it in my scrapbook album along with the joke, and these as well. I like these curly things, curly ribbons. And sometimes they're actually really nice just to pick up all of these and then put them in along your sideboard along with all your decorations. They actually look quite festive, even though they're all broken up and busted. They make nice decorations. So, okay, so here's our cracker. It's really coming apart. It's quite heavy. It's got stuff in it. Something wants to come out. It's the marbles. That's fine. The holes are fine. You can also put in mini bottles of Baileys and mini liqueurs and whiskies and things. This would be big enough for that. So there's loads of ideas. It wouldn't be big enough for a mini bottle of wine, but other than that, there's quite a bit you could fit in there. So let's go for our topper now. So I've cut out, I think that's 1 1/4 inch circle. Let's have a look. Oh, that's 1 1/2. That's just of glitter cards. That's the non-shed stuff, and I've printed out one of the elements here. Lovely rose. So that's going to pop on the top there. Back to our glue. This is Collall. So even if you do make something very similar and people rip them apart, you can still have these leftovers. You can take these back off and then add them to your scrapbook or your photo album, especially if you've taken a photo of these on the dinner table before everyone sat down. So it will all go together on your photo album. So here is the cracker. Right, so that's the cracker. So you can go one step further. I've taken the collection again and I've printed some placemats. So this is just an A4 piece of white paper. I will put in the description box the supplies for everything I've used today, including the white paper that I use for printing the collections out on. It's a super white and it's really good quality presentation paper. So it's the paper that I use all the time just for the papers. So this one's been laminated. And I've curved the corners, so these will be perfect. They're a bit shiny, but you can also get laminated sheets that are satin or matte. So those are slightly more expensive, so I don't have any of those ones yet. So there's that one there. Or there's a lovely winter floral scene as well. So this is all like French. I absolutely love this one. So this was printed out on that presentation paper. And this one was printed out on plain copier paper. So as you can see, this one is more vibrant. I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up because I can see the colours are quite vibrant here, but this one's more faded than this one. So get the best quality paper that you can afford. Okay, so I've used a corner rounder for this one, which is by Xcut. So if you pop it in this way, you will get, I'll show you, you will get this edge here, the notched in edge. Or turn it round and you get the rounded edge. So let's dress our table. So we have our placemat. Then we have our plate. And then we have our other plate here. So we have our knives and forks and maybe a candle. And then on top we would place our cracker. Just like that. So there's that one there. This one looks quite nice too. So there's loads of these elements here that you can use. So we've got that one there. I think you get the general idea. So here we have another one with the Joyeux in it. Put those there. There we have a lovely baubles here. Right, so I'm going to have these as decorations because I don't really want these to get pulled apart. So these are going to be the perfect Christmas decorations for me. Right, so let's have a quick look with the other placemats. And then that's it for day 5. Isn't that lovely? Just like so, or you can have it the other way round. It will also look good just like that. How pretty. Okay, so that's it for day 5, but don't worry. As always, we have a bonus. So here is our bonus video. It's a mini album and it's made from cards and envelopes. I'm not going to open it up because you're going to have to watch the bonus. But our little sneak peek in there, and it's embellished and decorated. Okay, so I will also be posting the bonus video after this one. It won't be immediate. I'll leave a couple of hours between this video posting and the bonus going out. So it's because it's a Sunday and everyone's around on a Sunday. So yeah, so you'll have time to watch it because this one is slightly long. So let's set that aside. Right, so I really hope you've enjoyed the entire series, and I'm already starting to work on the 12 days of Christmas in my head at least. So give me some ideas down below on what you'd like to see. More crazy ideas like the crackers, or lots more ideas on the mini albums, or just a general mixture of everything. I would love to know you're part of my channel, so I really like to make the things that you like as well. So please let me know down in the comments, and thank you for joining me for this entire series. And I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.